If you're a real estate wholesaler or an investor and you want more leads, you know that the best way to get leads right now is inbound motivated seller leads through online marketing. However, the question becomes, can you do it? Or do you need to hire an agency? Or do you need to buy leads individually? What's the best solution? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you what you would have to do on a daily basis if you were running your own Facebook ad account. This here is not that difficult. You can do this in 5 minutes a day. It's going to take me 10 minutes just because I'm explaining it to you. But I want to show you exactly what I do so that way you can decide for yourself which is the best avenue for you. Just in case we've never met, my name is Cris Chico. I'm considered the godfather of virtual wholesaling. I created that whole concept back in 2007 and 8. I'm considered the #1 expert when it comes to Facebook ads for motivated sellers and online marketing in general for real estate investors. We do deals virtually all across the country with inbound, warm, motivated seller leads. And our motto is a sifting and sorting model because we have so many leads coming in that we don't have to worry about convincing anyone. And most importantly, we don't do any cold calling. So if you're looking to escape the cold calling penitentiary, then this just might be the place for you. Now, there's two different phases of this. Number one is setting it up. Setting it up, it really depends on you. We have clients that come in and they follow our checklist and tutorials and they go ahead and set up the campaigns themselves in a matter of a couple days. Other clients say, Chico, I would rather you handle it for me, set it up and then deliver it to me. You could do both ways. It really depends on your time. It depends on your desire to really learn the nuts and bolts of this. But either way, it could work. By the way, if you are interested in having us set this up for you and even teach you how to run them, then make sure you click the link in the description so you can get more information. So this is an ad account that we're running for a client. The dates here I have is maximum. So let's go ahead and do maximum. To give you an idea, this account has generated leads at $11.80 and $12.12 per lead. We're targeting states. So the way this is named is that it's named with the date, the client name. Now we're running lead forms. Lead forms is Facebook's way of collecting information inside of their platform. This is how the lead form looks like. You have the headline, you have the body copy, you have questions that we ask the seller. Is the property listed with an agent? What is the type of property? We also have the condition of the property. We are asking for the location and the address of the property. What's their motivation or reason for selling? Rough idea how much they want for the property. And then we get their contact information. All of this is done inside of Facebook. The states being targeted here, you can see here, Alabama, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Maryland, Missouri, New Jersey, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, and Virginia. You can choose whatever states you want. The way we evaluate this is by looking at the timeline. So the total cost per result here is, as you can see here, I want to know where is trending. Last 14 days. Here you can see 14, 10, and 14. The last 7 days, 14 and 17. And then we'll look at the last few days. So in this scenario here, I'll look at these last few days here, see where it's at. It's a little bit higher than it was initially, but still within a couple dollars. So definitely it's still within the KPIs that we're looking for a states campaign. Typically for states, we're looking to stay below $20 per lead. So certainly this is definitely within the KPIs. Now to give you an idea of how the lead flow happens with this, I'm going to do a breakdown by day. And you can see here, as we scroll through, the lead flow. This particular one here has only images and a budget of $21 a day. On the 17th here, it had 4 leads. On the 16th, it had 2. 15th, 1. 14th, it had 3. On the 9th, it had none. You'll have that. When the campaign is running for a bit, you'll have periods where it will not get any leads. And this is while Facebook is reorganizing itself and finding new audiences. You can see here in some days it delivered 5 leads at $5.80 per lead, $6 per lead. There's a bit of a gap between the 9th and the 14th. That's the reason. The reason for that is because the campaign was paused for a bit, just because the client had too many leads. On this other campaign here is a budget of $12.50. So that shows you that you can run campaigns at various budgets. We have 1 lead here, 2 leads, 1 lead, 1 lead, 1 lead, no leads. As you can see, there's gaps where there are no leads. So if you're running this campaign, you would likely not touch it as it's doing quite well and we don't want to mess around with it if in fact it's working well. Let's take a look at what are the creatives that are producing the leads. I'm going to go to the ads here. Actually got to make sure that everything is selected. So I have both of these selected. I'm going to go to the ads tab and then I'm going to sort by results. I'm going to click these boxes just so I can grab whichever ones are producing the results. And then I'm going to go ahead and filter by selection. As I scroll through here, I'll do a breakdown by dynamic image, slideshows, etc. And then we'll see which ads are performing. This ad here, by far, on this campaign has performed with 13 leads. This one here has performed with 1 lead. So the majority of the traffic is being driven by this one particular ad. It happens. You'll still put a bunch of them in there, but one of them usually will take off. This one here, if we scroll down here, this is a different one here that's being used, and then the videos are also bringing in leads as well. That's why you want to have videos, and you want to have, if you notice here, there's a variety of different images. There's videos. These videos are of mine. If you're one of our clients and we give you the video, so you don't have to worry about getting them, and you know that, hey, you're using my videos, which my videos perform, and I can put 2 words together and make sense. So that's why they're running those, and then this one here as well. So you can see that the majority is a couple videos, and this, we still put these here. What you can do is, you would make some decisions and say, hey, after a couple campaigns, this image really hasn't produced anything, so on the next go around, you might remove it. Now you might be wondering how these ads look like on the feed. So this is pretty much how they're going to look like. You're going to have the button, click learn more, opens up the lead form, and you can see a variety of the different ads and how they look like in the various placements. So when we advertise on Facebook, we advertise so that it shows up on Facebook, on Instagram, and a variety of different locations within Facebook. And so Facebook will automatically format the ads. Another adjustment that you might make is just simply swapping out and changing images, which you can do by simply clicking here, eliminates the image, or you can select another image that you may have in your account, or simply click the upload button and then upload a new image. We have a ton of images that we're constantly testing and tweaking, and so these are some of the images that we have in our database and that we also provide to our clients. So that way they don't have to create these ads themselves, but you can easily do this using Canva. A lot of times people ask me, how do the leads get to you, Chico? After somebody submits a form, how do you get the lead? Well, we use a Zapier, and Zapier is a way that allows us to take the leads from Facebook and connect them. So to give you an idea how that looks like, if I click on one of these here, it's just a workflow. So the way this works is that there's a trigger. So in this scenario, a Facebook lead comes in. The person types in their full name. So we take and separate that between the first name and the last name. We send that over to our CRM. In this scenario for us internally, it's Follow Up Boss. It could be your CRM, or it could be using a system such as Trello, where all the leads will come in and they'll be pushed there. And then for us, we push them into this smart sheet, which allows us to keep track of all the leads in a centralized location. However, another workflow is you can send an email or you can send a text message to yourself letting you know that the leads have gotten there. When it comes to making changes to the campaign, the majority of the changes you're going to make are to the geography of the campaign that you'll do by simply clicking edit here, and then you can select a variety of different options. You can remove states, you can add states, and adding a state is as simple as just typing it in. So let's say if I type in Washington, I just type that in. You can also add cities. So if I type in, for example, Toledo, Ohio, if I type in that city, it'll put a pin drop on that city. Now there's a restriction on the geography. You have to do at least 15 miles when it comes to the housing category. You can also do cities as an example. So I'm going to go ahead and reset this. So if I put United States, it'll target the whole United States. Or I could add locations in bulk and I can select cities and I can do 15 miles, and I have a particular keystroke automation in my computer that puts all the cities here, and I'll do a match location on this. It'll take about 20 seconds, and then it'll come back and populate all the cities. Now it'll give me, there's 95 locations, but it'll tag 174. It's just because it overlaps a bunch of them. But now I can go in and I can add all the major cities across all the main states that we do business in. So that way it'll give us better targeting. Again, if you're one of our clients, we can certainly help you in putting all this together. This is an example of the type of leads we get. On the left-hand side is the address. I'm not going to show the address, but we can see here the different price points, property type, occupancy, condition, motivation, whether or not the property is listed. In general, about 20% of the submissions are listed, which is fine. So managing Facebook ads is really not that difficult. If you have the right foundation and you have the right structure, it's just a matter of going in every day for a few minutes a day, looking at the campaigns, analyzing them, deciding whether or not to turn them on, pause them, and restart another one. Because when the campaign stops working, then you just simply pause and then duplicate and restart a new one. Now, inbound leads is the best way to run a real estate wholesaling business, and I think it creates the ultimate real estate lifestyle business. In fact, check out the video here, and that details specifically my whole concept of what you can do in order to create the ultimate real estate lifestyle business.